Louisiana versus all y'all. Jarrett Roser with Elijah Haven from the Dunham School, the fantastic sophomore quarterback for the Tigers, who folks that are watching the Louisiana versus all y'all channel, it's kind of a long time no see, jokingly, because we just saw him on Thursday get a big win against Ascension Catholic. But a lot has occurred since then with the LSU offer, one of the first 2027 offers from the hometown Tigers. And then he's fresh off now a visit for that crazy Georgia-Alabama game on Saturday night as well. So Elijah, man, congrats again on that offer. And thanks for taking some time on a Sunday to chat about everything. How we doing? One of the newest Tiger targets in that 27 class.
Real excited. It's just a huge honor. Getting the offer from your hometown is obviously huge deal. Something you dream of when you're a little kid. So, to be in this position, super grateful and super thankful.
We talked about some of the recruitment from Coach Sloan and the staff over there at LSU throughout, and you were somebody that seemed like you were pretty patient and just taking the whole process as it came, but that's a relationship that's been building for a long time, obviously. What is the foundation like there in terms of just that level of relationship you have with those guys on campus, and what did it mean for them to make that move now a few games into sophomore year and make it a little bit, that next step toward official?
For sure. Obviously been building relationships with Coach Sloan and Coach Kelly for about a year now. So, for them to, finally, offer me, it was a big deal for me. It was something I had been looking forward, when I first started talking to LSU for sure. I've always dreamed of, I grew up watching them, Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, quarterbacks I look up to. So to be in a position to where I could play for my hometown school, it's a huge deal to me.
What was the actual conversation like? You end up, because you guys played on Thursday, you end up being the first of those dominoes to fall in terms of the recruiting trail. So you had a Friday evening conversation. What did that conversation entail? What did Coach Sloan tell you, at this juncture?
I was actually at a football game, and then he called me, and then he was just saying he was just eager to get the news out. He was saying he was proud of me, all the work I put in, and he said we did it the right way. He really got to know me, and not just me as an athlete, but me as a person as well. So he said we did it right, and he was just very excited to offer me, and I was very excited as well.
When you talked about what it means and mentioned Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels and just watching that program from across town, just a couple miles away from campus, that's a program that historically the talk was always, man, if they could get a quarterback, and now they're developing quarterbacks as well as anybody in the country. What has that been like as a guy to watch from, again, just a few miles away, to see all of a sudden this become a place where they're churning out Heisman level quarterbacks, and now Nuss is throwing for 400 last night and all those things?
For sure. Obviously, guys like Nuss, Jaden, Joe, obviously guys I've looked up to for a while now. I went to every home game pretty much last year, so to see Jaden in action every night was just amazing. He's an amazing player, and those are guys I definitely look to implement things in my game from their game, look into what they're doing, and see how I can do that better for sure.
Your game right now and where you are, you have already set school records. At the very beginning of sophomore year, in terms of career numbers, you had a great year last year under your belt as a freshman, put up big numbers, gained a lot of experience. When you look at just where you are in your development, maybe the biggest leaps for you from last year to this year, and also now what's ahead for you and things that you're continuing to fine tune and try and take next steps, how would you kind of lay out where you are, what you're most confident in, and what is kind of next on the horizon as you try and continue to develop your game?
For sure. Just continue to get better with, time. I put in work with my trainers. I'm, always open to new things, whatever I need to do, to be the best player I can be. I'm willing to do that. As far as where I feel comfortable now, I really feel comfortable doing anything, whether it's on the run, in the pocket. Obviously I love to throw it, but, when I have to get out of the pocket, make plays with my feet, I'm willing to do that as well.
You were just on campus a week ago, and I know Sloan would love to have you back over there anytime you get a chance. Have you looked at I guess, the rest of your schedule in terms of getting back to LSU for any upcoming game days, or where else is on the horizon potentially the rest of this season?
For October 12th, when they play Ole Miss, I'm definitely going to be in the building for that one. Just be able to see Coach Sloan and Coach Kelly after, post offer. So, I'll definitely be in the building for that one. That's guaranteed. We talked about it Thursday, but I'm going to be in Texas A&M when they play LSU, and I'll be at Michigan when they play Oregon.
And the freshest trip for you, let's talk through what that was like to be out in Tuscaloosa and watch Alabama build a huge lead, Georgia come roaring back, and then things get real hectic down the stretch. What was this weekend's trip like for you overall?
I mean, just great atmosphere everywhere. The fans were amazing. The game was amazing. So, I mean, I really couldn't have chosen a better game to go to. Just a great atmosphere. I'm glad I was able to get out to Tuscaloosa this weekend.
Now, back to work for you guys this week. I don't know that I have any more to add in terms of where you guys are on the season. We just talked about some of that stuff, but certainly looking forward to watching you guys in these coming weeks continue to grow as a high school Tigers team and chase some of those big goals y'all have. Man, I appreciate you taking some time again on a Sunday to talk about it all.
Absolutely. Thank you. For sure.
You got it. Again, he's Elijah Haven, 2027 quarterback from over there at the Dunham School, and a new LSU target in that 2027 class. And for Louisiana versus all y'all, Jarrett Roser, thanks y'all for tuning in.